And welcome back to Across the Street Podcast with your host, Nihaal
and Daniel. What's up, guys?
What is up? It has been way too long. I forgot how to talk in the mic.
Yeah, I know. I forgot how to talk to a camera.
I forgot how to talk to a girl.
I never knew how to do that.
I have some old orange juice in my cup right now. And,
How does it taste?
It's tasting pretty old. But it's okay.
What does old taste like?
Bitter.
Oh, you know what? Fair.
Hatred. This, that.
Like a lot of the old people I know.
Yeah. Especially you, because you're older than me.
Yeah, that's true. I am bitter.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so it has been quite some time since we have
filmed,
talked to each other,
and just released a podcast.
Even you come to my house, me picking you up, everything is done. We haven't been talking for a couple months. We've actually been in a fight for a couple months.
Yeah, beef reveal.
Beef reveal. So the beef is that I told him to call me pretty, and then he didn't call me pretty.
Well, I was upset because he hooked up with my sister a bunch of times, so...
That's what I did. Yeah. So... Sister's pretty hot, though.
Can we get a picture of my sister? No. Once again, I don't have a sister. Yeah. I need to keep prefacing that, because now people are starting to believe that I do.
I know. But if you did have a sister, I'd still hook up with her.
If I have a sister, I don't think you'd have the balls to hook up with my sister. I don't think anybody would. Like, any of my friends would.
Yeah. You have the military DNA, so you never know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'd have the military DNA. It's in my genes, I guess. It runs in the family, but I think I'm too laid back for it.
I feel like if you get really mad, especially if it's something related to family.
That's true. I've always felt like if I had an older sister, I wouldn't care as much, or an older sibling. If it was a younger sibling, I think everybody's gonna die. So, yeah. But I feel like that's the same way I would treat a daughter. So, yeah, everybody else is gonna die. Because there's this question I think somebody asked me where would you it was like gay son or thought daughter. Yeah. Where people asked me that, and I for me it just, if I ever had a thought daughter, I think everybody would just need to die. Because I'm just preventing anybody. I mean, on another note, what have we been up to for like the last couple months?
Okay, full disclosure, me and Daniel have never gotten into a fight yet. Probably will in the future, but not yet.
I think I've definitely I've scolded you. You've pissed me off sometimes, but
not in a fight where it's like we've
never gotten to like an actual beef. Yeah. But I don't think guys are like that though.
Yeah, I have nothing to be dramatic about, to be honest. Our lives are pretty boring. We just go to work, eat, play volleyball. That's it. Yeah. Sleep. Well, we try to sleep. Work out.
Yeah.
He works out more than me. Show me your arms.
My arms?
Yeah.
I have the right to remain silent. Anything I say can and will be used against me in the court of law. I have a right to an attorney.
Okay. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah. No. It's. I got back into York Region volleyball, so I've been really busy with that. I'd probably say every evening I'm doing something related to that, whether it's reffing, organizing, setting up nets. We even have kids camps now, so
that's pretty cool.
If you guys have kids, if you guys have cousins, hit me up. Okay, whoa, pause.
For
volleyball purposes.
If you guys have kids or cousins, what a line. What a line.
Oh my god.
Okay. Someone clip that.
Let's
But if you have any children or family members interested in playing volleyball, YRV's there.
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Yeah, she doesn't have it. I know that, but
yo, fuck off, Alexa. No one asked you.
But yeah, and it's been doing good. Seeing the progress of kids being trained, it's very it's feels good in the heart, you know. Mm-hmm. Just knowing that you helped them to do that, and maybe you found a love for volleyball for them too. It's a really good feeling.
And even then, it's just like you're part of a kid's development in that sense, right? Yeah. Which I think is pretty dope.
Yeah. You're looking so much taller than me on this.
Well, I like the comfy chair most of the time, but I feel like we should switch up, especially because it's been a while.
I think this is literally my first time ever sitting here.
In the chair.
That's why I'm looking here. I'm pretty sure most of our guests look this way, but
yeah.
Okay. Anyways, yo.
What's up?
Tell them about what you've been doing. Why this
podcast hasn't been filmed?
When was the last episode? Probably like Alexis, right? So when was that, like February?
Yeah, it was
around Valentine's Day, right?
It was your date with Alexis.
Yeah. That's around Valentine's Day, probably. Yeah.
That's when I uploaded it. I think we filmed that though really early though. But what have I been up to? Oh, I mean, the reason we haven't been filming is because I went back to school. I think most of our previous viewers like knew that. I've been in school, full-time school for a lot. Trying to focus on keeping my grades up this time rather than the last time I went to school. It's been a lot of work, very fulfilling. I'm enjoying the field that I'm in right now, and I've learned quite a bit. So that's been a really primary focus of mine, just kind of getting back into that. And even then, I'm still doing a part-time job, right, while in school. So that's been really taking up most of my time. We could have came back earlier. I'd say even like a month earlier to film. But then my ass decided to go on vacation.
And tell them about that.
Oh, so I ended up going to Japan for 2.5 weeks. And honestly, I think that vacation is definitely like my best vacation all time so far in my young life. I want to keep trying to one-up myself, but I like haven't been able to. Not haven't been able to, but I don't think I'm always going to be able to. Yeah. But this one really topped the cake for that. It was just completely different. It was completely a huge refresh. The culture was different. I feel like I fit into the culture really well too, in that sense of like, it's a really respectful culture. It's a really, like, it's like a honor sense of culture. Like, people will respect each other's time. Yeah. They'll treat you well, especially if you treat them well. And they really do that. Like, you can really tell how much respect they put into just like how they talk to you, the food that they serve you, the service that they give you when you're buying things. Like, even if you just have to ask a simple question if you're lost, like, they'll treat you with that respect to help you out. I ended up losing my wallet in Japan. Like, not my card holder wallet, but I lost, like, some of my foreign currency. Yeah. And the police, even though there was, like, a huge language barrier where I lost it, like, they helped me file a police report. Wow. They were... This guy always loses his wallet. I know. I have a bad habit for losing my wallet. But, what's it called? They helped me in the sense of... They took down where I'd be staying in Japan, and even if they find it, they'd be willing to send it back to Canada for me, too. So they really go to that extent to really help you out, which I really like.
Awesome. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, why do you keep losing your wallet, man? Like, what is...
Okay. It's not like
okay, this case, just tell me what happened this time.
I honestly think... I think it might have just fallen out of my pocket because I was wearing pants at the time. I think I was wearing these pants, and these have shallow pockets. Yeah. And...
Oh, those are the worst, yeah.
Yeah, whenever you have shallow pockets and it's like... and you have a lot of stuff in them, just things tend to fall out.
Have you ever thought about putting an air tag in your wallet?
I mean, I guess I could, but like the other wallets, it wouldn't really work because I have card holders. Yeah. This one, I could have probably done it, but at the same time, it's too late for that regardless. But in that sense, I think it was just because we were kind of rushing a lot. Where it was in the spur of the moment, it might have fallen out. Or worse, like not worst case, but like even a shittier case, what could have happened is we're in the area where I lost it had a lot of tourists. Maybe I could have gotten pickpocketed. I just don't know. I think more likely it just fell out of my pocket and then somebody picked it up. But it is what it is. But that was like I'd say that's the only unfortunate part.
Did you see like minus 1,000 on your bank account or anything? Or?
No, because it was I only had foreign currency in there. I had no cards in there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And I had the other SD card to my camera, but that's fine.
Oh, rip. Yeah. So that footage is gone? I
don't even know if we had footage on it. I think it was just pictures.
That reminds me of one time when I went to my India trip in 2017. I'd probably say like half the India trip. Mm-hmm. The memory card got corrupted. So all those memories are just gone. Yeah. That's tough. I remember shooting like some good videos and stuff, and yeah, that was pretty sad actually.
Stuff like that happens, right? People, like, you'll lose things or... things just don't work out with it, but just roll with the punches. That's what I did for the rest of my trip. Like, I'd say for the next 2 days, I was actually pretty bummed out about it, but I'm like, I'm here. I might as well enjoy myself. I can use my credit card to an extent. I'll be a little more stingy with food. Yeah. Withdraw what I can and just have fun.
Did you have any travel honeys, if that makes sense?
Travel honeys?
Like, did you find a girl there? And then it was just like flirtatious with her. Any of that, or did you just stick with your guys?
What's it called? I don't want to say yes, but what's it called? I wouldn't say flirtatious, but I definitely did have a lot of conversations with locals.
Was it the German girl? No, that was Shane.
Was there a German girl?
I'm exposing Shane right now. The Tamil girl.
Oh, that was Shane. That was Shane.
Shane.
Yeah.
Shout out Shane. It's okay. We could leave it on the pod. He has no shame. It's fine. Okay.
Yeah, but I credit Shane for that one because he had the balls to go and talk to her. So, for me, I think I just ended up having a conversation with like a few people there, and it's mainly either we were running into them at bars or it was just mutual interest in a sense of like, oh, you're looking at something interesting, somebody else will come up and talk to you, or I start up a conversation. I tried my best. There's some days where I felt more introverted, and then other days where it's like, hey, like try to talk to somebody, even if there's a language barrier. You have a translator app, you can try a little bit of Japanese if you can. And that's what I tried to do.
Oh, that's what you did majority of your trip, just speaking to translator app.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. What is it, Google Translate?
It's another. It's a different. There's a different app. We're not sponsored, so I'm not gonna name the app.
Oh, okay.
But it was.
Pay us, bitch.
Yeah, actually, though, please.
We're doing this shit for free right now.
Yeah, we're just doing it out of the funness of our lives.
Just memories. Actually, this is kind of like therapy too, so I kind of missed it.
Yeah, I mean, we get to like really just open up and talk about stuff.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Talk about our deepest, darkest fears. Yeah. My deepest, darkest fear is never shooting another episode again.
Damn, I was just gonna say mine was clowns. Actually, though.
I know. Yeah, you told me.
But no, I'd say overall the trip was really, really fun. Lots of just overall good vibes there, especially in the lively areas. I got to see Mount Fuji, which was really dope. Nice. I know what's it called. I hope Shane and Kelvin also had like as much fun as I did because it seemed like they did. I know Kelvin got to scratch his itch on like anime stuff, and so did I. Shane definitely was like, Shane is just enjoying taking pictures, man, or just being in pictures for Japan. And at the time of this filming, Shane, can you please fucking upload your photos to the Google Drive? Because me and Kelvin have done it, and you're just not doing it.
Shane, pay us for the cottage trip. What are you doing? That's for you, Kingsley. Me and Kingsley talk about it all the time. It's like when you're organizing, man, just
pay.
The biggest thing is organizers. We talked about this in a previous episode, but it's just like just getting the payments. I have another tournament this Saturday, and it's just like
you're just chasing people.
Just need men to pay.
See, I kind of get you in that sense of organizing, but I think I've gotten to like the stuff that I organize nowadays. It's like I'll organize for myself, and if you want to join, give me the money, and we can fit that in somehow. That's how I did Japan. That's how Shane and Kelvin jumped on. I'm like, I'm going to Japan regardless if you guys are not. If you guys come, I'll incorporate you guys into it.
Interesting.
But I don't think you can do that for tournaments. No, hey, I'm going to be playing volleyball on my own. If you guys want to come, pay me and I'll fit you guys in.
That's the shit part. Yeah. Tournaments, there's just the risk of gym rentals, referees.
Right.
And just respecting other people's times, to be honest. Because like some people have to take off work and stuff, right?
Yeah. And some people people might be looking forward to it and people not coming in.
For some people, it might be their only tournament of the year. For other people like me, it's like fucking every weekend. But yeah. Anyways, you should. Did you end up going? I think I asked you this question before, but not on the podcast. Did you end up going to the Japanese volleyball courts or no?
No, that was actually kind of hard to find. In a sense, I feel like a lot of them weren't in the main cities where I went because I was very much staying in city centers, and we were going out and around to like some places, but it just wasn't anywhere there. It's like a volleyball court. A lot of the volleyball courts I found were within schools, I guess. And like, why would I go to a school in Japan? You know, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, it is. We do not condone that.
Please do not walk onto an elementary school in a foreign country or in your own country if you're like not attending that school.
Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not during school hours for sure. Yeah. I mean, like if you want to play on the soccer field after school hours, I guess it's okay.
I guess so.
But if you're waiting right at 2:45,
if you're just creeping on kids, like I'm gonna just be straight up. If you're just gonna creep on kids, that's just kind of weird.
You don't deserve to live.
Yeah, stop being a kid diddler. I swear to God.
Yeah. What's that guy? His name in Family Guy? The creepy old guy.
Oh, was it Herbert? Or is it the one with the paralyzed dog, right? Yeah. Fuck, that guy's creepy as shit, bro. But I think overall with Japan, I want to go back next year, man. I really want to go back. I think it's one of those places where you could go back and find new things to do every time or still just be satisfied with doing the same things you did. Because there's a little bit for everybody. There's the sightseeing, there's the food, there's the shopping, there's the nightlife. I don't think you can really go wrong with it. Oh, excuse me. But there's just so much to see and do there. If you're a car guy, it's a great place for a car guy. If you like sports, like Baseball, volleyball, they have that there. Soccer's big there too. If you want to go to the beach there, you could travel to Okinawa, which is one of the tropical islands. If you wanted to see like cherry blossoms, like that in a way you've never seen, because I missed it personally, but apparently people tell me the ones here don't hold a candle to the ones in Japan, like the sights of it. And what else is there? If you love anime, frig, they make anime there, and you'll find so much merch, a lot of like unique, authentic items from it. There's even, this is one thing I don't think we did, but a lot of people will go there to see like actual places in anime that they place in there. Like Shibuya Square is a big one. There's the stairs from Your Name, I think it was called. There's a whole Studio Ghibli museum, and it's dedicated to all the Studio Ghibli films, or is it Spirited Away? There's like a whole Hello Kitty museum and Hello Kitty Park. So there's a little bit for everybody. Can't even forget the Pokemon centers. Fuck, I forgot about that. They have Pokemon cafes. They have like, I'm telling you, anything and everything for everybody if you're into that shit. So yeah. And then obviously Tokyo Drift. So
Do you do that?
I didn't do it, but I saw a lot of people doing the actual Mario Kart, like the go-karting within Tokyo. It looks like it's a lot of fun. A lot of people saying it's overrated, but everybody doing it just looked like they were having a good time. So
yeah, at the end of the day, you're just driving, but just the pictures and the experience.
Yeah, I will say one of the things that I guess I could understand from what I've heard of Japanese people's frustrations is tourists not respecting the place. And that was a lot of like what I saw around Mount Fuji, right? So there's people littering, loitering, jaywalking, all things that maybe are normal here or in other countries, but not there. So I guess when it comes to tourism especially, I just feel like if it's not your home, I think you should just respect it. And because people actually do live there and have their everyday lives in those places. And I think we'd feel the same way if people came here and did the same thing. So, because they're literally, one of the places near Mount Fuji, they're literally going to block off because people were like climbing on rooftops to try and see Mount Fuji from it, jaywalking and like leaving all their food around there. So I think I think it's deserved. I think it sucks, but I think they had it coming for tourists who are trying to see from that spot. So yeah. But I think overall, like another thing about the trip is just I got to see how people live differently from here. Because like Japan's like so clean. Like there's not a lot of litter on the streets. The transportation everywhere is like super efficient compared to here. Dude, I'm telling you, you can live anywhere in like Tokyo, and within 5 to 10 minutes you can walk into a subway. And the coverage is like actually clean. One thing, my gripe about that is why do subways there just stop at midnight? Because what if you're just drinking out at 2 a.m. and you need to get home?
Oh, they actually stop at midnight?
They actually stop at midnight, yeah. The buses stop, I think, just an hour earlier, too, so.
That's weird. I guess they really want people to sleep. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess. And then also another thing I had to like get used to was the sun is up like bright, like 5:30, 5:40.
Wow.
Yeah. But it gets dark by like 7:30.
Okay.
Which makes a lot of sense. I remember asking you to try and come with me to Japan. But you wouldn't budge.
It's what I keep saying. It's like, you could, like, that pitch, I mean, it was a good pitch. But I still wouldn't go just because, like, I don't know. No hatred to my Japanese people out there, but it's just like, yo, like, it's not my vibe.
That's so funny.
That's literally what it is. It's just like, I could see it, but like, you know, I'm not super into anime. Like, I'm not super into Fast and Furious, like, you know, stuff like that. It's just even like Mario Kart, like, yeah, I like playing it, but you know, it's nothing too appealing. I don't know. But I also did a lot of reflecting about why I travel as well. I think initially, especially my solo trip too, like, I think I did it for the wrong purposes. I kind of did it so to show people, yo, I went on a solo trip, you know, as in like kind of like a show off kind of thing, but like for social media and all that stuff. But because I felt like I was being left behind, but I don't know if I really enjoyed it, like truly enjoyed it. I'd rather just spend that money elsewhere. I know a lot of people say, yo, travel the world, this, that. I don't know. I'd rather buy a bunch of Kit Kats. Call it a day.
God damn it.
I've been sober from Kit Kats for like since that time that you guys.
I think that was like, what is it? It's like not January.
No.
March?
It was during the playoffs, so yeah, it was probably like April.
Definitely before I left, yeah. I will say when it comes to that, with traveling, it definitely is something that if you're gonna invest into traveling or like put your money into it, it's got to be somewhere you want to go or somewhere you think you would have fun, because you are putting like what, at least most cases, at least like hundreds of dollars if not thousands. So yeah, and I can kind of get where you're coming from for traveling for the wrong reasons. I don't think I've ever traveled for the wrong reasons, but I can understand for your solo trip you might not have felt like as fulfilled, I guess, or the expectation of it, because when I've solo traveled, it's not I can, like, for me, I always think deeply about where I really want to go.
Yeah. No, that was a good part for sure. But it's also like, yeah, with that money, like, dude, how much do you spend? Like probably like $5,000 in total, maybe.
I wouldn't say that much for Japan. I'd say I did spend a couple grand for sure.
So a couple grand, right? Yeah. So with that couple grand, if I could use that on a all-inclusive resort for a couple of days, I think I'd rather do that. To be honest, I don't know. I think when me and my boys went to that all-inclusive resort, it changed me, bro. I am an all-inclusive resort kind of guy from now on. I'd rather just spend my money on that, my vacation days on that.
I won't lie, it's all-inclusive resorts is like, it's truly vacation because you're not doing anything. Like, that's the idea of like a vacation, like getting away from work, getting away from life. You're just chilling. So I definitely understand where you're coming from, because that's how I felt when I did my all-inclusive a couple years ago. I want to go again.
That's what a lot of people do. They just work super hard, and then after that 1 week of the year, they just fucking be a potato.
Yeah, actually. And like, it's one of those where it's kind of, in a sense, if you be a potato here, it's kind of just depressing. You're just going to be in bed all day. There, if I can be a potato on the beach and just like stuff my face with food, why not? Because most places with all-inclusive, they give you it's like buffets, right? Yeah.
Congrats on finishing work. Get ready for dinner. You are going to accomplish your goals.
I can cut it out.
Nothing comes easy.
Honestly, don't cut it out. Just show them. You see, guys, you got to differentiate your work life and your like personal life. So there's been a lot of times where I used to work overtime, and then I'm just like, wait a minute, I don't need to work overtime. I could just leave it for tomorrow. So yeah, so that alarm kind of forced me to be like, yo, Nihaal, chill out. You still have a life too.
Kind of thing, right? No, I get that. So, that's what it is. Nah, I totally get that. It's one of those where work isn't, like, work gives you the money for sure, so you have to do your share, your responsibilities, but just don't overexert yourself, you know? Because you're more than just your work, I guess you could say. Your life is more than just your work.
Life is precious.
Yeah.
Every day is a gift.
Yep. Every time you pee, every time you take a dump, every time you burp.
Every time you vomit.
That's a gift.
Actually, vomiting is... When's the last time you vomited? Probably, like...
On the trip, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I threw up on the trip because...
Yeah. Okay. It's been a while since... I don't think I have in 2024. Are
you sure?
Pretty sure.
Because I know you've been sick a few times.
Yeah, but no vomiting.
Okay, so... moving into a different direction for the rest of the episode, what are our goals moving forward to finish off? Because we're in season 2 still of our episodes.
We're still in I thought it was season 3 now, right?
Are we? I mean, we said we'd continue season 2 to at least end it off with a finale, you know?
Okay.
Because we've done that at least for season 1.
Okay, the finale is going to be good. Just gonna bring like a...
We interview our exes. No.
I'm kind of open to that. But the only thing is that my exes are in such new lives right now. Like, they're in such, like, they're in, like, new relationships, such deep...
Oh, that can be, like, tough.
So it's
tough
like,
spot.
It's like, if they were single, then I'm pretty sure it would be better. But out of respect for their current relationships, I don't think they would.
I mean, it doesn't, like, I don't think it's disrespectful to ask. Like, they can just...
sure it is. Especially if I'm blocked everywhere and I email her.
Okay, that's a different story. That's just you crossing boundaries. But if you're, like, not blocked by people...
Okay, you gotta ask, though.
Okay.
I'm down. I'm actually down.
Yeah, I could ask.
She's gonna screenshot your thing and put it on her story.
It's like, what is this guy talking about?
You still follow her, right, on Instagram?
Yes, I do. Okay. I do.
So, yeah. Ask her.
Okay.
It'd be pretty cool.
What else? Like, I don't think I'm in contact with any of my exes. Oh, yeah. I mean, I could try. That would be very interesting. But I don't think we should interview them in your bedroom, though.
Yeah, that would That would not be good.
Yeah.
I don't think the new boyfriends will be comfortable.
Yeah, that. Also, just for us, you know, like I know we have guests. I know we have guests here all the time, and that's a vibe. But it's just like, really, you're gonna interview your past like relationships in a bedroom.
That's so funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
we could have a venue if we were fucking sponsored. Like, come on, like, somebody just give us money. Like, please. Like, we would love it. Yeah. We would absolutely love it. What else do you think would be like cool? Like, how did you, if you don't mind me asking, how did you enjoy? Did you enjoy the date format video that you had?
I like that.
Okay,
she was good. Alexa's a really good girl.
Yeah,
should probably do a date format with that tall Filipino girl that I know of.
Oh,
yeah,
that would be interesting.
That would be interesting, right? Probably do that. Try convincing her.
I mean,
she is single. I've confirmed that. There are sources. Actually, direct source.
Direct source.
I'm the direct source. I asked her straight up, like, "Are you dating?" And she's like, "No, I'm single." I'm like, "Okay."
Okay. That means you can be no. Imagine that's the criteria for being a guest. You just have to be single. That'll be fucked.
Single and emotionally available.
So we put you on the spot and force you to make that decision. No. What's another thing that I feel like would be good? Because I know that day format was fun for you. What's it called? What would be something I like? Because I like those ones where it puts us on the spot a bit to like think about something, not necessarily like a compromising thing, but it forces us to really think, you know. And on the spot, when you're kind of caught a bit flustered, it's kind of, I find it entertaining at least.
Yeah, like when you tell the girl to sit on the guy's lap.
Clip right here. You're gonna sit. One of you is gonna sit on each other's lap, and then whoever's sitting in whose lap has to tell your 3 favorite things about your date.
That is a lot.
That's a lot?
I don't know if I want to sit on her lap or I want her to sit on my lap.
Okay, and if you don't want... Okay, so let's change it a little bit. Do you want a pillow in between?
That's a body.
I consider
That's a body.
That's a body.
That's a body.
I consider that a hookup.
What about if you were to sit on her lap?
It's a
I
body.
consider that a hookup.
That's a body?
It's a body.
That was so funny. Your reactions were priceless. I really did enjoy hosting that, though. I enjoyed that so much.
Daniel's baby.
Pause.
Don't worry, guys. I'm doing more cardio, so my belly is reducing a little bit day by day.
You want to know what's the best form of cardio? No, it's when I take a knife and I chase people around.
Okay.
You'll find out how fast you can really go when you're being chased.
That's true. And you're also, so you say that you're afraid of clowns, but you're doing clown behavior.
That's not clown behavior. That's murderous intent behavior.
Yeah. Killer clowns.
Yeah, but not all clowns are killers. Some of them just want to touch kids.
Is that why you're scared of clowns?
Probably. I mean, I feel like we have an episode of why I was scared of clowns, but he definitely looked like he wanted to touch me, if that's how my memory serves.
Can you believe it's almost been 2 years since we started this podcast? It's been 1.5 years.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
November 2022.
Yeah, we're going to...
1.5 years.
And we're only on season 2, and there's still more to go.
And we only have an average of 30 viewers an episode, but it's okay.
It's okay. It's the part of the process, you know?
Part of the process. We haven't been consistent. That's what it is.
Yeah.
But at the same time, looking back at previous episodes is good. Whenever, I talked to a new girl or something, I could just show him an episode and be like, okay, this is just show our ideal relationship episode.
Yeah.
Be like, okay, this is my criteria. Mm-hmm. If you don't like it, then
you don't like it, still guessed, but that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
I know we did an episode where we set out our goals for this year. I don't think that aired though, and I think that might have been actually, now that we're talking about it, I think that might have been in the lost footage from the SD card in my wallet. I actually think it might have been in that wallet.
Dun, 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 dun. Someone's like watching that footage, like, who the fuck are these guys?
Yeah. Give me back my money. If you're watching this, give me back my money, please. But yeah, I know. Okay, so I'm gonna ask this question a little differently then.
Am I straight? Yes, I am straight. Sometimes it doesn't look like it.
Sometimes, Eddie, he's trying to convince you that he's straight.
Yeah, Eddie. I'm hoping that we share a bed at the cottage this year. Just one time.
I think for the cottage they already set out the beds. The bed lineup in the group chat. No, they didn't.
No, they didn't. Not this one. Not this group chat. Just first come, first serve. Or I'm just going to end up sleeping on the floor again.
You only did that once last time. I did for other reasons.
I know. It's okay. We already unlocked that in therapy like 2 weeks ago here. So
I don't know, man. I think that therapy kind of sucked for you.
I remember there was multiple times where you just like start walking out.
Yeah, I was like, yo, that when we were talking about that shit, I was like, yo, I gotta go home, bro. This is crazy. But I think, yeah, I wanted to ask you, have the stuff that you've set out to achieve in 2024, the stuff that you were expecting to happen, stuff like that, has any of that come to fruition for you? Or did you say you're on track? Would you say that there's things that you wish you could have done?
So, there have been a couple curveballs in February. Some stuff happened. And that really derailed my process a little bit. Mm-hmm. Actually, a lot.
Yeah.
But, you know, when life knocks you down, you just pick yourself back up. That pick yourself back up took me 1.5 months, but you know, we out here. So, yeah, no, if it wasn't for that, but like, I hate thinking about stuff like, oh, if it wasn't for that, or if this happened instead, this, that, but.
It's not like you can stop something from happening, you know?
I mean, like, life is just like that. And, you know, these guys, Daniel, Kingsley, they helped me out in that process. That was this year, right?
That was this year.
It's like March or something. I remember there's no snow outside. But then again.
No, there was a little bit. Okay. There was a little. But, like, it wasn't, like, snowing. There was, like, just the leftover snow. Yeah. Good times.
And there's, like, some ashes, too. So, yeah.
Can I say the other part that there was, too? I want to say there's some piss involved, too. There's some snow, ashes, and piss. That helped you recover.
The inside joke of the century, bro. Actually. Okay. Anyways, I'm keeping that inside joke until I die.
But I think that was a good recovery period.
Yeah. But luckily, you know, things are looking good again. Overall, my projections for, especially when it comes to like the York Region volleyball stuff or volleyball stuff in general, it's just like there is a fatigue going on, as in like people are playing too much volleyball now, and also like financials and stuff, and people are kind of realizing, yo, if I pay $10 twice a week for every week, that's $80 a month. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are starting to feel that now. So
our economy's not that great right now. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, you know, trying to figure stuff out. But overall, I'd say it's not as successful as I thought it would be. But at the same time, I have to understand that when it comes to businesses, it's not always going to be the top every time, right?
You just got to keep pushing, right? It's like, even I can put it into perspective of like any companies that are like the top 500 in like stocks and stuff like that too. Yeah. They're not always gonna be highs. They'll hit hard dips, some of them too, right? Like they have like low quarters and shit like that. So everybody's gonna experience those lows. It's just how you bounce back and how you persevere through it. Yeah, and yeah, break was nice. This time, I think that was around the time I went to Jamaica too, so that was good. Yeah. Been working on myself a lot. May or may not have been talking to some girls. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe. But as of now, I'm straight. Maybe in the future, I might decide, depending on how this is going. But, yeah. I think it's not going that great, so I think I'll be gay now. It's not how it works. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some people in the world that think like that. Just like us, they just want to feel loved at this point, you know. That's like, crazy. Oh man, that is. I'll take any affection. That is the lowest of the lows. It's okay. Like when they come up with those like really advanced sex toys that can like now be like human. You never know. Some people will definitely turn. I could see people turning to that for sure. Like especially people who don't really have the social skills, I guess, but still want that affection. Yeah. I could totally see it. Okay. It'll be like a woman's touch, but not really.
I feel like I'm too afraid to talk to women. I've never talked to a woman in my life. I only talk to dudes.
You only flirt with dudes.
I flirt with dudes but talk to women.
Boy, if that ain't that I think that is the one line. If you ever do like a dating app, it's like it has to be I flirt with dudes and talk to women. Please help.
No, but I've been reducing my sus skill. I don't know what's been happening. But me reducing my sus skill is making me seem more sus.
Why? Because you do it less frequently, so it like looks worse.
Yeah,
that's fair.
I'm just looking at my calendar right now. I marked out April 2nd. That's the last time I used that calendar. Should I
get back to it?
Yeah, I mean I have the upstairs office now, right? So that's why.
That's true. Move it up to the upstairs office.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Yeah, speaking of, you see that, guys, I have another room in my house now. Yay! I think it's very important to keep your, just like video games and stuff, separate from your work stuff.
Keep your work out of your room if you can.
For sure, yeah. Especially, like, the biggest thing for me was, like, the bed, right? Like, whenever I got tired, I just started laying down, and then I'm just like, wait.
I feel that, because for me, if I ever had, like, assignments and stuff I needed to do on the computer, I would always stay till, like, school closed to finish it before I went home. Because by the time I got home, I'll either want to lie in my bed or just play video games on my computer.
100%, yeah. Why don't you have a separate space? You have a basement. You can do it there if you want to.
Yeah, but, like, it's cold in the basement.
Do you have a room right outside in the backyard? Like the extension of your backyard?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I could. But I always feel like, for me, I'm a little lazy, but at the same time, I always just feel like taking myself out of the home environment completely is a lot better. So that's why I'll walk to the library to do work, or sometimes even if I don't have class, I'll go to school and do work. It's better to be in an outside environment because you actually invested that time to go there to do it, so you might as well do it. It's like the gym, right? You can't, like, working out at home is efficient in itself, but you're at home. So if you go to the gym, you'll do work. You'll work out.
And yeah, you go to the gym because you see that credit card bill, you see the however much money. Well, yeah. I guess your gym's a little cheaper than mine, so you might be a little bit more. But yeah, for me, it's like I see the $35.99 bi-weekly get paid out, and I'm just like, damn.
Yeah, I don't see that on mine. I won't lie.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. It's like almost $100 a month.
I also look at it when you said credit card. It's like, why spend money out when you could go to the gym, and then you just come home and eat, or just I think. It's, for me, especially after my trip, I want to look at ways into having fun or going out without spending money.
That is very tough these days, man.
It is.
Because you get out and then after that, it's like, oh, fuck, you need to eat food.
Yeah.
Food, $15. Easy.
Because, like, there's small things that you can do, right? If you eat before you go out, like, you could just go for, like, a hike, a bike ride. Sometimes I do this, but I think the podcast has heard me say it before. I literally just go take a nap at the beach. I did that recently, It was really nice. Just chill at the beach a little bit, or like you just go to a park. Sometimes I'll tell people, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just go for myself. But just finding ways to.
So if you ever disappear, I tell the cops just go by
just
any beach.
check the beach.
Any beach.
Yeah, just check the beach.
Which one is it usually?
Usually Woodbine. Sometimes I go to Sunnyside if it's Woodbine's too far. So you'll find me at those. Don't find me, but like if you ever see me, that's like I'm there for that reason.
Yeah, I might start playing some beach volleyball. I just got some invites from some homies, so we'll see. I don't know, man. The thing about me right now is, like, I'm just so lazy, bro. Like, sometimes I think, it's like, if I go to play beach volleyball, like, I have to commit. Like, I actually have to focus the entire game, like, Even tonight, like, I'm like, fuck, man. Now I actually have to hit. Like, I actually have to, like, play volleyball. But then, don't worry. When I start playing, I'll be okay.
Is this leading up to it? That's, like, me for, like, leaving the house. It's like
as I'm saying, it's like I just have to get out.
Yeah, it's like I have to leave the house for it,
Yeah, it's kind of bad actually. Like I feel like volleyball is like the gym. Like now, it's like it's getting harder for me to get out of the house for volleyball. I think I'm just like losing my love for it, which kind of sucks, but that's what it is.
Maybe it's because, and I think we've already talked about this, like not on the podcast.
Because I don't have a volleyball girlfriend. That's the reason.
I mean, partially maybe. But I think it's more because you see everything else that goes into volleyball and you're doing that instead of just playing the game. And that in itself can be tiring. It's like wanting to go party every time, but you have to organize the party. Yeah. Because going to party a lot is fun. But when you're the one who has to throw the party all the time, you kind of don't want to always throw that party. Or like host dinner or even a barbecue, right?
I'm always worried. Always worried about something, yeah.
So I can kind of see why there's a burnout there.
I'm burnt out from talking to you, Daniel.
Why? What do I do?
Because I'm joking. I'll never be burnt out. Talking. How about you? Vice versa. We just talked about my goals for the year, or like, I mean, I just spoke about volleyball stuff, but that's pretty much what I've been focused on. Right. Other than that, it's just like, just focus on myself. Mm-hmm. If a girl comes, a girl comes. Mm-hmm. And I feel like, no, I don't want to bring this topic up in the episode.
You sure?
Yeah, it should be fine. Okay, go.
Okay.
Go.
Oh, for me, like my goals and stuff like that for the year? I don't know. I feel like every year my goal is to travel a little bit, to incorporate that somehow, and I feel like I've been doing that. I feel like I will do that later this year too. I have a few trips planned out. We have the cottages. I have a family vacation coming up as well. I feel like I'm back in school, so that's always going to take a priority. So back in September, once I start back up, I'm even doing online courses right now, so that's always going to be at the first and foremost currently, and then there's always work. I don't know. I feel like for me, my goals is always just to be like, whatever you have going on is to stay focused on it or to do it to the best of your abilities, whether it's work, whether it's school, whenever I play sports. I think I've been good on like committing to things. I've stayed committed to playing volleyball with my team. I have stayed committed to trips. I've gone to class consistently. I go to work all the time. But I feel like one thing that it's been challenging for me is to be committed to friends in a sense, because I think as school has isolated me, it's been kind of hard to really just go back and hang out with my friends sometimes. And it's not just you. It's like a lot of my friends, like they'll ask to hang out and I'll be like, do I really want to leave the house? Sometimes it's been like that. And then other times it'll just be like, oh, I want to hang out with my friends, But I also feel like I'm somebody who has a few circles around, and I don't always want to. I don't ever want my friends to feel like I'm hanging out with people more than the other, and I don't think my friends think that way. But I always have that kind of subconscious of that, so I always want to be balanced with most of my friends. One goal I have set out since coming back from Japan is to be on my computer less, and I've been doing that really well lately. I think since I've been back for it's almost been 2 weeks now. I've only gone on my computer twice. Nice. So. You going for games or anything? Yeah, I think I've played video games twice since I've been back. And most of the time I've just been going to work, studying, going out. I'll play I go to my local court at near my house and play some pickup ball here and there.
Pickup ball with random people?
No, pickup. Yeah.
With random people?
Yeah, random people who are sometimes there's people on the court. Sometimes I'll play with my cousin. Yeah, I think I'm just trying to keep myself busy. There's the gym as well. I've been trying to pick up on that again, especially because I'm kind of recovered from my back injury, so I'm just going to try to gain the strength back in my lower back. Yeah, I think that's all pretty much for my goals. I think in regards to dating life, it's kind of the same as you, where if somebody comes along, they come along. I'm not really one to go. I don't think it's been a long time since I've been somebody to go seek out a date or to seek out being with somebody. It's more if they come along. If I feel so interested in somebody, maybe I'll ask them out. If that's person I find them super attractive, then sure, I'll ask them out. But I don't think I've gotten to that point yet. And I think I'm okay with just really trying to stay focused and stay the course with my life. Because at the end of the day, I feel like dating can come at any point. So why try to be over-prepared for that when there's a lot more important things that require a lot of money to do, right? So, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it with my goals. Some more tangible things, I guess, with my goals is I want to actually start consistently driving this year, because I feel like that's something I've been putting off for a long time. I want to, like I said, recover my body. Other tangible things is I want to continue to fix up my room a bit, improve my furniture in my room, make my room a little more comfy. I'm a little lazy around the house, so I want to do more chores. So that's something I've been trying to practice doing a bit more, doing more laundry, doing more yard work, trying to fix up some of the stuff around the house. So all things that I'm like slowly improving on. Some days I'll be worse than others. Some days will be better. But yeah. And I feel like I've been doing good so far with how 2024 has gone. Yeah, man. Cool. What are you most excited for in 2024 moving forward?
Making money.
What are you gonna do with that money?
Actually, no. My credit card has. We have the same credit card, but I have like 80,000 points now, which is enough to
go somewhere.
Go to like Europe if I wanted to. Again, I don't know. I might use that for an all-inclusive. We'll see, or visit a girl that I meet online across the world or something like that. But we'll see.
I mean, why not?
Drink if that's ever happened to you. Oh, yeah.
I wish I could drink for that, but I have not done that. So, would you say, since I'm gonna assume then, or like for our view on the behalf of our viewers, that didn't work out if you're talking about it that way, but would you say that's a regrettable moment of your life, or how do you perceive that time in your life of doing that?
I did that out of I was in a bad spot. I was not in a good mental spot when I was doing it. If that makes sense. Yes, that's it. If I was healed and stuff, 100% it is. But at the same time, that girl in particular just was not. Maybe like I was all in the clouds back then. But now, looking back on it, she was not going to be my future wife, if that made sense. So, yeah, it's good. It was better that we ended things earlier than later. So, yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
But am I still open to dating someone halfway across the world? Hell yeah, I am. But I think what I've realized now is that I can't really date an introverted girl.
Okay.
I don't think I could do that. I need someone to just like keep talking to me all the time. You know, or like be an extrovert, or like just be willing to, like I don't want my girl to be the one at a party just like on my shoulder the entire time and not talking to anybody else. I'd rather have her go and greet herself and be like, hey, my name is this.
Yeah. For sure.
That would be pretty cool, actually.
So, yeah, I guess, okay, that's interesting. I mean, now I'm just going to circle back, though, where it's like, because when you talked about the girl that you went to visit halfway around the world, you never really, like, you said it was, like, you made your comments about that, but would you say that's a time you regret, or you take that experience, like...
I regret that I broke her heart, if that makes sense.
Ah, okay.
I regret that I gave her so much, like she was so confident that I really liked her.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I thought I did, but looking back at now, I didn't like her. That makes me sound so bad. But, you know, like I just wasn't fully in love, and but I made her seem like it did. So
I think in that situation it's just tough because you had to. It's gonna sound bad, but I don't think it's the worst thing. But you had to, in a sense. I'm gonna say it this way, but fuck it. You had to use somebody to kind of figure out your mental state, and I don't think it's necessarily like using in a sense of like how people would perceive that word, but I think it's like you had to be a part of their life deeply to really figure out where you were thinking or where you were at. And I guess that does suck, but I think that happens a lot more than people care to admit. And a lot of failed relationships you could kind of just credit to that. So
I mean, a lot of people, they go through that for like years and then they figure it out.
Yeah,
luckily
for
for me, it was like, what, 2 months maybe?
I'd say so, yeah. Like some people are just trapped in a relationship where it's that, right? Where you think you're in love and then you just realize it's not it.
It's okay. That's why I've decided that I'm going to start dating Daniel.
I mean, I don't think I'm down.
Anyways, that was a huge tangent. Sorry, we were supposed to talk about, this episode was supposed to be about Daniel's Japan trip and just a recap.
I don't think I would say, like, my trip, I could talk forever about it, but I think I'd be going in circles anyway, so I'm glad we kind of got to loop around to this. There's a lot about my Japan trip.
What is your next trip? Next trip's Japan again?
No, I'm actually going on a family trip to England, so we have some family there that we're going to be visiting, which I think will be cool.
Wait, are you still going to a cottage in August?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're making it for that one?
Yeah, I'll make it for that. I'm literally back for like 3 days, and I'm going to the cottage. Okay. So yeah, that'll be interesting.
But you're missing out on Joe Santagato. Yo, if you guys have not subscribed to his channel, what's it called? The Basement Yard, bro. One of the best podcasts. That's literally why I started this podcast, to be honest. Or one of the reasons why. Mm-hmm. So really funny guy. He's coming live to Toronto. Huge fan. Joe in our podcast. When she's in dude, can you imagine?
Imagine, bro.
He joins our podcast. He comes to my freaking house.
Into the basement.
Comes to the basement. It's like, this is the basement. You're in some motherfucking basement.
Bro, I think a podcast with Joe Santagato would be like, I think it would just be hilarious. Yeah. I don't think I'd be able to stop laughing. Honestly,
if we send this clip to them, they might just video call in, you know?
Yeah. Just a little quick interview.
Yeah.
That would be crazy. But I think
those guys are just funny motherfuckers, bro. They're just so funny.
There's so, like, what's it called? I think, and I'm learning this now as I'm like over the course of doing this podcast, especially with the editing. Bro, a good cut of a clip somewhere can make something so much funnier. Where you just cut it off. Oh my god! Like, or you just zoom into somebody's like face. Yeah.
Like the video that I sent you yesterday.
Yeah, like like whenever you can like alter certain things, like the perception, I think that can just add to the funniness of it. Cause I'm gonna go back to an episode where you remember the one. Remember when Liana was on our previous guest and we made the Super Bowl comment. Yeah. And I think it was me who made the comment about you're gonna watch the commercials, right, or the halftime show, and I thought it was so funny in the moment, but editing it, like zooming in on you pausing and looking at me like bewildered that I would ask that, just made it so funny for me.
That's true. That was a good episode.
Yeah, I think
she should come back.
I think that'd be a fun episode. I think we have a lot of guests that we've had that could come back.
Because a year changes so much. Like even like just my relationship with like a lot of these friends that have come.
Yeah.
Changed a lot, so I'd like to see where they're at right now.
Because it could be one where it's like you might be even closer, or you've lost touch with them. Like it would be a good reconnect too, right?
Yeah. I don't think I've seen Liana since probably 2 months.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Mm-hmm. You think Danny would come back?
Danny would 100% come back. I should have called her today. Yeah. You want me to call her right now?
For a second episode? You think she'd be free?
Should I just like call her right now and be like, yo?
Up to you. I mean, if she's
6:00 right before the game, because she's coming tonight anyways.
Yeah, that's true. She's in thing.
We'll call her. Quick break. And sorry guys, this episode's been kind of getting dull because hey, this is our first episode back. Cut us some slack. Cut us some fucking slack, bro. Don't talk shit. Don't unsubscribe.
I do think it's been kind of nice to kind of fall back into it though. It didn't feel like it felt a little weird, I guess, but it didn't feel like it just felt like. It's been a while, you know?
We also didn't really have a topic, so...
Yeah, we kind of just decided to come back into it like a welcome back. Like, it was a mid-season pause.
Did you miss us? Yeah. If any of you guys are obsessed with me or Daniel, probably me, just watch. Just, you know, this is for you. This episode's for you. So...
I think it's a great way to come back to talk about what we've been up to. And I really want to, like, I think we'll be uploading consistently, at least for the most of the summer. So we'll cap off season 2 in a good way. Maybe and start off season 3 in the summer and then do a few pauses along the way.
Yeah, so much easier now because the GTA bus fares are all one now. So.
Yeah, so I can come up here without having to pay like $6.
Yeah. No, not 6. It would have been $7.25, I think.
Something like that. Would have been crying.
So yeah, so it's only like $3 now. $3.25.
Yep. Just to get up here.
That's it. Can you imagine, guys? $3.25 to
travel like
20 kilometers. Yeah.
I mean more.
Yeah, 22.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, man.
All right. Well, this has been the comeback. Sorry, not comeback. We'll say the mid-season premiere of season 2 of Across the Street. We're glad to be back. you know where you can find us. You can find me and Nihal on Instagram. Our links are right here, or our ats. You know where to find us for our podcast on YouTube and Spotify. We are also on Amazon and on Apple Podcasts. No longer Google Podcasts because they're shutting it down. I just received the email for that recently. But you can find us on all those channels, even iHeartRadio if you guys listen to podcasts there. So you guys know where to find us. If you guys have any suggestions for topics, we have a suggestion box on Spotify. You can leave it on our comments on YouTube. You can even DM it to us. Just please don't send us dick pics or nudity, because that's like, I just don't want that in my inbox.
Same. I'm sus, but if you actually start doing sus stuff, then I'm out.
Yeah. Nihal plays gay chicken. He'll chicken out at a certain point, you know? Yeah. But honestly, we appreciate you guys watching. We appreciate you guys standing by us through this pause. And let us know what we could do better. Let us know what you want us to talk about, who you want us to guest, who wants to come back. And stay tuned, because we are going to be keeping season 2 going for a little bit and trying to end it off with a bang. So stay tuned. All right. See you guys.